In this video, I'm going to walk you through step-by-step how to land your first copywriting client, even if you have no prior copywriting experience. I use this step-by-step system to land my first client in 20 days. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how you guys can do this. So you guys have probably seen on KJ's channel, if you watch him, I landed my first client in 20 days. And since then, I'm 20 years old. I've made over $50,000 for my clients. I personally haven't made $50,000, but I've made over $50,000 in client sales inside my marketing business and freelance copywriting business. But it all started with landing my first client in 20 days. So I figured I wanted to make a video for you guys and just give you a brain dead step-by-step process on how you guys can do it. I'm about to post a Twitter thread on this tomorrow. So if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you do that. Link is in the description. Let's just get into it. So it's a 6-step system, okay? So step 1, prospecting, okay? You guys ask me all the time, Jason, how do I find clients? How do I find people to reach out to, okay? So we need to create a list of people that fit a certain criteria, okay? And the criteria is they need to be making between $10,000 and $100,000 per month, okay? That's all they need to do. If they fit that criteria, you add them to your list, okay? And so where you can find these prospects, well, you can find them on any social media platform ever. So you can find them on X, you can find them on YouTube, you can find them on TikTok, you can find them on Instagram, and you can find them on LinkedIn. You can even find them on Discord. You guys can get creative. Okay, there's a million ways to find clients. You just need to check out their funnel. Okay, I'll tell you what I did. I took a look at their funnel and I would map it out, and I would, that's how I would see if they were making between 10K and 100K per month. So just do that and make sure they fit that criteria and add everybody you see. Doesn't matter the niche. You don't have to be picky. The key here is to not be picky. Just add anyone and everyone in that income range. So that's step 1, is prospecting. Create a list of people who fit that criteria. Step 2, and you guys know this, is you guys need to create free value for them, okay? You need to write them free copy. Now, you guys are probably wondering, Jason, how do I know what piece of copy to write for them, what piece of copy they need, right? So this is what I call identifying the gap, okay? So you guys need to map out their funnel. If you don't know what a funnel is basically how they turn cold traffic into paying customers. You can read the books by the Traffic Secrets series by Russell Brunson if you don't know what that is, but I'm not gonna explain it too much in depth on here. But you guys need to map out their funnel on like Miro or Lucid, some kind of website like that. Map it out from traffic to sales process to offer. How are they turning cold traffic into paying customers? And try to find a gap in their funnel, right? So maybe you see they have traffic coming from short form content, right? And maybe they have an awesome offer, but maybe they're missing a sales page in between there to actually convert the traffic into the paying customers. So you guys need to look at that, identify a gap, and then you write them the free copy to fill that gap. So if you see that they need a sales page, write them a sales page. If you think that they need a VSL, write them a VSL. Okay, you don't need to think too hard here. Just figure out what would make them a ton of money and write it for them for free. Okay, step 3 is to outreach to them. Okay, this is obvious, but once you have the free copy, it's time to reach out to the prospect. So go and find their email address, right? You guys can do DMs too. I personally prefer email. And you need to send them the copy for free. And you can get their email from their YouTube channel, by the way. Just go to their bio, and it almost always has their email. But the key in your outreach is just to be as non-needy as possible, okay? Nobody wants to work with somebody who's needy. It's an immediate turnoff. You need to be non-needy. So send a message like this. Hey, insert client name. I've been studying your funnel today. Very impressive stuff. I think insert whatever copy you wrote them. So I think a sales page could make you a ton of money and provide a ton of value to your audience. I went ahead and wrote you one for free. Feel free to use it if you like. You guys have probably seen KJ's video. You know that's the exact script I used to land my first client. So I know this works. And the key here is just don't be needy. Don't be like, ask them to book a call right away. Just start a conversation and send them something for free and start building a relationship and building trust. I promise you it'll help you guys so much. Step 4, okay? Now you've sent them the free copy. Hopefully, not everybody will respond, but hopefully they respond. And then you'll start a combo with them. Just be chill, okay? And then it's time to book the sales call. So they'll say, hey, I like this work. How can we talk about this? Boom, you send them a link, Calendly link, book a call, and it's time for the sales call. So this is going to be exactly, step 4 is exactly how to nail your sales calls. Okay, so I use the closer framework by Alex Hormozy. You can go look up him explaining the closer framework if you want. I'll run through it real quick, but he can probably explain it way better than me. But the basis of sales calls is simple, okay? You need to sell like a doctor. What does that mean? Well, you need to find pain, find what's hurting, right? Maybe it's their knee, right? And then you need to prescribe them with knee pain medication. That was just an analogy, but it goes a little something like this. So in the closer framework, C, clarify why they are there. L, label them with a problem. O, overview their pain. S, sell the vacation. E, explain their concerns. And R, reinforce their decision. And long story short, basically, ask them what they're struggling with in their business. Ask them why they think they're struggling with it. Then introduce yourself and your copywriting and your marketing as the solution, okay? And then if they have objections or whatever, explain away their concerns. And then once they agree, reinforce their decision and tell them what they're going to expect next. It's simple. Okay, sales calls are like the easiest part of the process. So yeah, now you've gotten on the sales call and you guys are wondering, Jason, how do I price my services? How much money do I ask them for? And you're not going to like this answer, but I recommend you guys, for your first client, offer to work for them for free. Okay, here's why. Your first client is where you get the most experience. This is where you literally, your copywriting skills 10x. Okay, it's so important to get that first client with as little friction as possible, because this is where you improve the most. And so I recommend doing it for free. I actually got my first client for $1,000 a month, which is, that's rare. So I don't recommend you do that, but I recommend you offer your service for free because you don't have experience, you don't have testimonials, and you don't have any results. You have nothing to leverage to prove that you're good at what you do. So leave your ego at the door and just work for free. Okay, I promise that's the best way to do it. I've seen so many people be successful by working for free at first. You'll learn so much. That is how you do it, okay? Step 6. Step 6, this is where you can get paid, okay? So step 6 is to upsell your services. So you've got your foot in the door, you've been doing work for free, and assuming you're actually good at what you do and you've done amazing work and you've gotten some results and you have great work ethic and your clients are very happy with you, okay? Now you can pitch your client on a project that, will print them money and you can charge them for it. Okay, so let's say you've been doing their emails for, that's the first thing you do. You've been doing their emails for free. You've been doing that for like a month, okay? And it's going well. They love it. They're making some sales. Everything's going well. Okay, now this is where you pitch them on a different project because they already like your work. They know your work makes money. You can pitch them on a bigger project and charge them for it. So you could be like, hey, client, I think a sales page would really make you a lot of money. Here's why. And then you guys can negotiate a price, okay, and get paid. All right. And the process to do this is simple. It's just like we did at the start. Take a look at your client's funnel, find the gap, okay, find what they need the most, what would make them the most money right now, offer to build it for them, done for you, and write it, agree on a fair price, send the Stripe link, and that's it. That's literally it. You'll make your first $1,000 and it'll be the best feeling in the world, honestly. So yeah, that was it. That's how you get your first copywriting client with literally zero experience. I laid out 6 steps, try to make it as clear as possible for you guys. But if you have any questions, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and DM me on there. I love answering your guys' questions about copywriting. And if you have any specific questions about this process or about what I did, it's hard to explain everything in a short YouTube video like this. So shoot me a follow, shoot me a DM, and I'd be happy to connect with you guys.